Hey everyone, it's Wednesday morning and it's time for unbox some plants I bought that are packed in popcorn. On a place that posts photos, I saw a person I follow post photos of this gorgeous wasp moth. It was red, it was gorgeous, and this person's in Florida. So I'm like, okay, so this moth can likely come to me. So I researched and I found the host plant of this wasp moth, and it was hemp vine, which is this. So maybe, just maybe, I'll get those incredibly gorgeous moths to come to my garden. Okay, the name of the moth is the scarlet-bodied wasp moth. It is the most gorgeous creature. It has clear wings with a black outline around them. It's beautiful. Why don't we all know about this moth, and why don't we all have them in our gardens? So I'm excited. I hope I get them to my garden. And right behind me is an Atala butterfly, and it's adorable, and it's hanging out with a friend. I was out this morning and they were here. Look at these two. Absolutely adorable, and this Atala just cannot get enough of the sweet scent, and y'all know sweet scent is one of my favorites. We stop and look at this all the time. And here's another reason why we should have sweet scent in our gardens. I really need to grow more of this. I tried scattering seeds, but I don't see any seedlings coming up. Let's grab some seeds. There's lots of seeds right now. Look at them all. And I'll take them in, see if we can't. I don't want to disturb. There's so many little living things on this plant right now. I don't want to disturb them, but here's some. Oh, here's some seeds over here. We'll grab these ones away from where those guys all are. See how they drop down like that? I wonder if the ones on the drop down are more potent. Sometimes I feel like I get the seeds too soon, and that's why they don't germinate. Look how gorgeous this plant is. Where did I get this? I want to say I got this at Sweet Bay. And I have never seen this anywhere else. I don't understand it. I don't understand why we all don't have these wasp moths in our gardens and sweet scent. I mean, look at this plant. Okay. All right. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Look how beautiful. Look how beautiful. Sweet little Atala. If you're new here, the host plant for the Atala is Kunti. Okay, we're walking away. I feel like somebody needs to come along and say, step away from the butterfly. Okay, I've got a little pot right here. I'm gonna just kind of sprinkle in the sweet scent, spread it around. I've got some seed starter mix right here. I'll just sprinkle a little bit on top, soak it in. Oh, well, this is good timing because one of you was just asking me about my humistratas. I up-potted them, and there's 3. This was the littlest one. I wasn't sure it was going to make it in its up-potting, but it did. And here's the second one, which is, why are you leaning over? Stand up. Nope. Okay. And then, well, of course, this one is leaning the other way. And look, are those aphids on there? For real? Do we have aphids on my little humistratas? Oh my goodness, look at that. Well, we know it's milkweed. And, you know, my friend who I get the pipe vine from off of her orchid tree, well, she handed me 2 orchid tree seeds that were on the ground under her tree because I love the tree. And look, it sprouted. So I'm going to have a little baby orchid tree. And hopefully I'll get some sweet scent too. I have grown this from seed before, so I know it's possible. And these are all Mexican sunflower seedlings. And these are all the zinnias we planted together a few videos ago. Look how big they're getting. Let's get out of the garden room and go see what's going on in the garden. There is a gorgeous, very fresh looking Gulf fritillary butterfly. Starry rosin weeds, always gorgeous. Oh, I've got some really pretty zinnias going on over here. Look at this one, cactus flowered, gorgeous. Look at these two. Okay, back to the zinnias. And there's a lot of like this particular bright orange coming up here. So whatever this is, they're all the same and I love it. But these yellow ones, are you ready? Are you ready to see it? It's gorgeous. Look at this. The shade of the petals. I just love it. What's upsetting about it is that it is so tall that I don't see the top of it. I just see the underside of it. And there's another one. Look at that. They're so pretty. Passiflora incense flowers still blooming everywhere. This is where we are with the ovate leaf plantain. I feel like it's just moving in slow motion. And now look, we've got all these other stems coming up that are flowering or that are going to flower. So, I mean, I hope it does more than this. Surely it's going to do more than that, right? It's fun having a new native plant and waiting to see what the blooms look like. You know, I feel like it's cheating. I could easily go online and look this up and see what the flowers are like, but no, I'm enjoying every day coming out and just seeing how it changes and waiting. Sometimes there's good to be found in patience and waiting to see something live and in person and not cheating the system and Googling everything. Right? Look how tall this is. It's so beautiful. I think it's a very interesting plant. And my ironweed is blooming. Look how pretty. We're a little bit behind the nectaries, but we're getting there. So happy to see that. And look what else is on my giant ironweed. If we scroll down, Look at there, the little Atala chrysalis. Isn't that the cutest? The Kunti is right down below, so that's how that ended up there. And speaking of Kunti, I just came over and checked, and the eggs that I showed you in the last video, you know, I took some in, but there were eggs out here, have hatched. So I'm gonna have all of these babies in the garden. Is that not incredible? I love this so much that I have these guys here, and I hope they're here to stay. Yeah, this is somebody new. This is not the white-tipped spanworm moth, is it? It doesn't have the white tips. Who are you? All right, I'm gonna have to go look you up. I can go get some pictures. Okay, I just took a picture of it, and it's the black-winged dahana. It's a moth. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. I have to go look up its host plant to see what it is. But how cool! Just hanging out in the garden. We found a new species living its best life here in my backyard butterfly garden. I love it. There's a couple of Atalas up there too. I'm telling you what, this sweet almond, if you don't have a sweet almond, the little guys love it. I mean, lots of pollinators love it, but I just think it's really neat. I hope when my, who is it? The scarlet-bodied wasp moth shows up, is probably gonna love my sweet almond also. They had, last time I was at the Nectary, sweet almonds there. So if you're local, go get one. Okay, you guys, I just looked up the host plant for the, what was it, black-winged dahana moth. It's a diurnal moth, which means it's day flying. Its host plant is Spanish moss. You guys, if ever I had tons of host plant in place already, it would be Spanish moss. That's so fabulous. And now I'm wondering, well, why have I not seen this little guy before? And it just started raining. Oh, all right. I'm gonna head in for a little bit. Hopefully it'll be a quick rain. We can come back and explore some more. Okay, the rain has let up, and I had the best inspiration while I was in the garden room waiting. Do you hear that? Mm-hmm. That's Ringo. If you can't hear it, I'm glad, because that wasn't the greatest timing. But I'm not going to refilm this just because it's funny. Okay, so while I was sitting in the garden room waiting for the rain to let up, I did some research on the hemp vine, and it is a wetland plant. I thought, oh, well, because y'all know how much I love a wetland planter. So I thought, oh my gosh, I could put the buttonbush, the orangium, and the hemp vine together in one of the big pots. And then I was like, but then I have to go to Lowe's and get another big pot. But no, I have a big pot right here that has something else in it that can easily be moved. This little pot right here has some milkweed in it that I can move into the other milkweed planter. And it has this, which is some kind of native tree. And I can't recall who it is. And then look who else is here. And they have completely eaten this one milkweed down. So they will probably appreciate moving to the pot that has a lot of milkweed. All right, let's get this big plant first. Okay, let's get this guy down there. Yay! Well, it started raining again, so I'm gonna head in because it's getting close to evening and I don't think I'm gonna get to do a lot more gardening today because of the weather. Good morning. It's Thursday morning and I'm out taking breakfast orders in the lepidarium. I can see that I'm going to need a little bit more milkweed and definitely another stem cutting of tropical sage for this adorable little guy. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. But everything else looks good. I already scraped up what I could for the polydamas in their enclosure. Oh my goodness. There's some big caterpillars in there and they need to go and pupate. There's a peek inside. But what I wanted to show you is there is a beautiful butterfly and it is, come here, you are beautiful. Stay with me. Stay with me. A spice bush swallowtail. I cannot stick on that back screen. So we're going to go let this one go, but I just wanted you to get to see it in case it doesn't stick around when I go release it. Okay. And there we go. Let's go ahead and peek at the little Atala guys while we're here. Look at how big they're getting. And then right here is a spice bush. That's the butterfly we just released. And I have, I think, 3 little caterpillars. So I probably should bring in a couple more cuttings of spice bush for them. You guys, look what I did. I plucked up one of the tropical sage that's growing up in the patio and I stuck it in a mason jar. I filled it in the rest of the way. So it's got its root clump with all the dirt that was stuck on it in there. I filled it in the rest of the way with vermiculite and I'm just going to put this in there for the little cutie. So I'll set it down here and just put it so it goes right up against him. Look at him run. He gets spooked easily and he runs. It's the cutest thing. Oh my gosh, you guys. And I brought in a spice bush cutting that had, yeah, caterpillars. See? Hey everyone, it is Thursday afternoon now, and I'm bringing out some of my zinnia seedlings and just putting them in the random pots I have throughout my garden with zinnias growing in, kind of like as a little refuel of zinnias for my garden. See, like right here, there's a pot down there that has some zinnias in it, but it also has room for more. So I'm just gonna dig a little hole right here and plop my little zinnia seedling in. It's like a little plug. I'm doing one at a time. Get some steps in too. In and out, in and out. Oh, this plug has several. These little pots here, I put some of the cosmos in, and they have these zinnias. So I can sneak in a few seedlings down here at the bottom. Always room for more zinnias. All right, there we go. Just look for little spaces in between and carve out a spot. Regularly adding zinnias like that is a fun way to keep new ones coming in, but it's not like stressful or a lot of work. I just grow a tray of them in the garden room, and every once in a while just stick a few out in the garden. No big deal, but adds lots of color, and we know butterflies love them. Hey everyone, I'm out exploring in my garden this Friday afternoon, and I just want to show you. See that one dried stem on my kunti? That's a good sign of Atala. So this is another kunti plant separate from the one where I found the eggs previously. And look, more caterpillars. This is fabulous. So fabulous. I just reached out to my friend who has all the pipevine to see if I can deliver some caterpillars to her. I don't want to take any of her pipevine back because it defeated the whole purpose. I ended up with more caterpillars than what I got rid of. So now I just want to take a bunch to her and give my pipevine some time to grow back. So as soon as I hear from her, we'll pack them up and take them over. The cutleaf coneflowers, very popular with the pollinators. Look at all the things zipping around in there. My clustered bush mint is putting out flowers now too. Yay. Of course, I don't see the pollinators all over them like I have in the past, but there's only a few blooms. And there's so much to choose from in my garden now. And look who's sitting right here. A little golf fritillary. Hello. Sweet scent, still popular as ever. These are the same little guys who are all over the cutleaf coneflowers too. Let me investigate and see who they are. Okay, so these are apparently noble scolid wasps. Noble, like royalty. I'm glad they chose my garden. Found it worthy of their presence. So you know how I moved my button bush out here, the wetland pot? The pot of all the mallows was sad because it was all alone back in the corner now, and it wanted to be seen too. So I dragged it out also. It's right over here. And it's growing in so well. The plants are all leaning back, and I put them that way purposefully because the sun's behind me, so they'll start growing back this way towards the sun and straighten up. I still have to add the other mallow that I grew from seed, and the seedlings are doing well. They're just not ready to transplant out here. But these guys are growing up fabulously. The only thing is that there's signs sloshed all around. Cause look how wet it is. Clearly they love it, but the problem is the signs kind of floated around, so I don't know who goes with who. I pulled them all to the back. They're just all kind of back there. So we'll have to figure that out later. This one's still here. So hopefully I'll be able to narrow it down. Okay, I'm in the car. My friend texted me back. I've got a bucket full of caterpillars, and I'm so relieved because I didn't know what I was going to do. And her pipevine is endless, so they're going to have a good home. And they're literally in a bucket, but they're in an enclosure in a bucket. And there's a little floral tube down there with some tiny babies on it. And then the bigger guys, oh gosh, there's so many of them, are in there, and they're just gonna be able to eat till their little hearts are content. And I kept 5 caterpillars that I can easily feed, and this is gonna give me a little break to let my pipevine grow back. And one day I hope to have so much pipevine that I can raise as many of these guys as I want, and I don't have to worry about running out of food. The caterpillars are delivered. I cannot tell you how grateful I am to have her huge pipevine to rehome my caterpillars on, because every morning I was coming out nearly cringing, thinking about what I was going to find and that I wasn't going to have enough pipevine to feed them all. I know some people think, well, they're just caterpillars, but they're caterpillars under my care. When you're a caterpillar under my care, you're going to get taken care of, even if I have to move you. So I probably have more than 5. I haven't counted, because there's still a couple of caterpillars on the tiered planter, but it's not a lot. It's definitely under 10. I would say maybe 7. And that's a good number for now. So, woohoo! It is so hot today in Florida that I'm going to head in and just cool off. Good morning, everyone. It's Monday morning, and this video is going up tonight. I've got some very happy giant swallowtails that want to fly, and a couple of monarchs. The monarchs are still pretty calm. This monarch just declosed, so definitely not ready to fly. The Atala caterpillars in here are growing nicely. The giant swallowtail eggs have hatched, and they're growing fast. These ones are the ones that came in as caterpillars, but then the littler ones are the ones that were eggs. So I've got a new set of those to raise, and I love it. I'm down to 2 monarchs. There's the other one. And I think I'm gonna pause on them for a little bit. The other milkweed, you know, that other milkweed is needing to get chopped and grow back. And then I have a couple of spice bush swallowtail caterpillars. There's a little guy right there. Hello. The little nest cocoon for the salt marsh caterpillar is still there. The other salt marsh that I brought in on the tropical sage is missing. So I'm guessing it's gone somewhere to pupate, and you know, who knows? Maybe I'll find a little mound later when I sift through the vermiculite. And here are the adorable ones. I love them, and I'm so glad I just have 4 little ones, and that's where we're going to be. So later this week, we're supposed to have more clouds and rain. And that's what I live for right now is a good overcast day. Because, man, on those overcast days, or even if there's part clouds that come and go, I can be out here all day. But when it's full blazing sun all day long, it's rough. I can do it, but it's rough. So the day will come when it is perfect, and I will be out here like a mad gardener working on whatever it is that inspires me to work on it. And meanwhile, all this will sit. I wasn't out in my garden much at all over the weekend, and except I came out to water. Oh my gosh, in the evenings I came out to water because everything's just been so dry. The squirrels are to the part of the year, late July and August, where they eat the seed pods of my bald cypress and they throw them down. So these are always in my chairs, and it's always sticky, and it's not even enjoyable to sit here because they'll literally be up in the tree and will be pelted with seed pod scraps that they discard. And they throw them, I'm telling you, they throw them down really hard. You can hear them at the other end of the garden when they're tossing them down, hitting the chairs. They think it's funny. I don't know why. I put this tree here and I share this with them. You'd think they'd be kind to me and leave my garden chairs alone and not throw seed pods at me, but it's okay. All right, well, I'm going to go in and edit this. It's going up tonight. And here's the thing, you guys. When I post a video, I get like so excited to hear from you. And I know you probably like, what do you want me to say? A great video, you know, I mean, it's not like you always have something to say. And I know, but I want to hear from you. So I was thinking, like, wouldn't it be fun if each of you made your own word? Like one word, just one word. Like your code word. It could be a silly word, whatever. And every time you watch my video, you just comment that one word. And so I know it's you. I'll know you watched. You help the YouTube algorithm feel like it's just a fabulous video, because you took the moment to comment, and I just think it'll be fun, and I'll give you back a caterpillar or a butterfly or a bunch of emojis. So pick a word. My regulars, you know who you are. I know who you are, but if you don't comment, I don't know that you watched. And just post your word on every video, your one special word. And with that, please tap the like button, and I will see you in my next video, and I cannot wait to see all of your words. Every single one of you who watches, and if you're one of my regular watchers, a subscriber, a top fan. The top fans are the ones that have the little purple, something purple, up by your names when you comment. My subscribers will have the red case. Oh, and let me just say one more thing. The community. So many of you are trying to find the community. And let me just say this. You have to be a subscriber, I think a public subscriber, which means you have the little red icon beside your name when you comment. And a public subscriber means that you click the button in your YouTube preferences settings to make your subscriptions public, which means people can see who you subscribe to. If you don't want your subscriptions to be public, that's fine, but you just can't get into the community posts and post photos. The other thing is that you have to do it on a phone. It doesn't work on the computer. So you have to go to my YouTube home page, not just one of my videos, but my home page. If you tap on my username, Butterfly Gardening Inspirations, on any video, it would open my home page. And it is there that there should be a tab that says Go to Community. And once you get to community, it'll say, like, what do you want to say or something. Type your message here. Well, you click on that box and open it, and then there's a little icon at the bottom. It's like a little rectangle. It looks like it has mountains or something in it. And there might be two, and they're kind of offset, kind of like you're holding two playing cards in your hand. Maybe that's what it looks like. If you tap that, that gives you the ability to add photos. So I hope that is helpful. I hope to see you there. Please post pictures there. I love seeing your pictures. I love it. That was fun. The other day we did the one, go out and find something, the first thing you take a picture of in your garden and post it. And a lot of you did, and I loved it. That was fun. So do that, and think of your magic word you're going to post on every video. And now I'm going to stop talking. Hopefully later this week I'm going to get some fabulous content filmed, and you'll see me, and I'll be feeling better, and I can't wait. Bye everyone.